What's up, my gems, and welcome or welcome back to Cards for Hire. So, my gems, I have been hearing the name Thibodeau all day, and that's not necessarily a word or a name that is in my wheelhouse. So, the anime movie The Witch's Flower could be very significant. There's also something significant about you coming into abilities and possibly powers that were bestowed upon you in a past life or in a past timeline. And I'm picking up the energy that in this new timeline, in this new phase of your life, y'all nervous? Y'all worried? Somebody could be cold? Okay. It feels as though you've done enough internal work to be able to go outside and explore your new powers. So you're going to be granted a lot of opportunities to expand or explore. Something about an adventure could be very significant. Yeah. You're moving on from a timeline or from a space or an environment that did not hold enough space for your growth. Someone's mindset was very limited. The actual space could have been very small. Yeah. All right. But before, yeah, you've been in like a hanged man type of energy and the Six of Cups. Wow. I shuffled the deck, but I didn't even check to see what was in here. And you're definitely coming out of a headspace. It's like, no, this is exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. That's what it's feeling like, okay? No, I'm right. I'm right. You're wrong. I'm big. You're small. You're small. Matilda could be significant. Wow. Okay. But before we get started, y'all know we got to pray before we eat. So, Lord, I thank you in advance. I ask for clarity, protection, as well as progression and connection. I extend my gratitude and ask that my angels and guides protect my gems and I on this vibe. Amen. I have been cleaning up for, I clean anyway, but right now I'm preparing for a blessing. And as I have been cleaning up and things of that nature, I found two of my stones that I actually forgot were missing. I have so many stones and I put them in so many different places that I just know when I need them again, they'll come back. When I need them again, they'll come back. So there's something significant about you could have been very good at something as a child, as far as a skill or a hobby or an ability. I used to hear people call me in my house and I would go and ask my parents if they were calling me. If they called me, I'd be like, yeah. They'd be like, girl, what are you talking about? And now I realize it was spirits calling me. That sounds crazy, but it's not. I don't necessarily hear people calling me now. It's more so music. Maybe they were like, okay, that might confuse her? Yeah, something about someone coming out of confusion in one way, shape, or form. Divine, what this is? What is my gems need to know? Please and thank you. Rich guy, twin flame. Okay. Oh, I also keep hearing this song. I don't know what the heck it is. Welcome to your life. Oh, I'm seeing the video as I say it. It's something about settling for the redundant, run of the mill adult life. Well, because I remember, yeah, it was like kids. And I remember the quote was like, I didn't understand that song back then, but I do now. It's like, welcome to your life, pretty much. Find a chair, pick a chair. It don't get much better than this. And it could get way better. It gets way better. It gets way better, especially when you tap into your divinity. It gets way better. If you think you're supposed to come in this life and just suffer, travel, and starseed, it's time for you to move. You can't grow there. It's time for you to move. Travel and starseed. This is giving me you landed here. Plymouth Rock. Is that a thing? Plymouth Rock? I believe it is, but I'm not going to dig into that. Traveling Starseed. You're not even from here. She doesn't even go here. Thoughts. You've always felt like this. You've never felt like you were supposed to be here. You've always felt a little like an alien. It's because you're not from here, child. You're supposed to come here and elevate this frequency, elevate this planet's frequency, and then probably go to Mars and see what they need. You know what I'm saying? So all the weird things that you have been told to stop doing or that doesn't look good or why would you want to do that? All of the negativity that people have doused you with. Somebody tried to put out your fire. That people have tried to project onto you. I'm gonna need you to throw that shit away. Okay? I don't know why I'm being called to look at their tracheas. Something about your throat chakra could be very significant as I clear my throat. Let me clear my throat. Somebody about to start speaking up from up in here. Okay. Something is very significant about the car, a car, or the shape of a car. Yeah, okay. Someone could have been prevented from traveling around the world at one point in time. Imprisonment. You either felt imprisoned in that scenario, in that environment, or you feel imprisoned on this planet. I understand. Okay. Soulmate at the bottom, love spell, interessante, and abuse. Hello? The veil. Now you see me, now you don't. Oh, y'all magical. That's the end of it. I mean, y'all magical. Go out and do your spells. Practice makes perfect, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just playing. But yeah, oh my gosh. I love this. Um, Someone could have actually went to the pen. You could have done some healing work there. You could have found God there. You could have found a reason to believe in God there. You could have just went to jail or you could have went to prison. My wrist just started hurting. Oh, everything is fine. Ten of Swords. Okay. I want to start with these. I do not. I want to start with the adventure. Death. Death and rebirth. Transformation. Okay. I just heard a moving vehicle. Somebody jumped out of a moving vehicle. That's also putting me in the mind of you no longer wanting to be a part of the system that has worked for everybody else. I'm just gonna just open the door, just unlock the door. I get out right here. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. What is this energy, Lord? The Empress, baby. Receiving all you need. Six of Cups comes out again. Definitely a rendering of something, resurgence of something, remembering. Remember who you are. That's what I heard before I clicked record on this too. The Empress and the Page of Swords. Can I have more, please? And this Page of Swords is on its side. It's like people may be watching you, but they don't want you to know that they're watching you. Four of Swords in reverse because they are unhealed or they're hoping that you are unhealed. Put that where it goes. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Y'all talking crazy to folk. What's going on? I understand. I understand. Knock him out the box, Rick. Knock him out, Rick. Oh my gosh. Uncle Ricky, can you read us a bedtime story, please? Oh, please. Once upon a time, not long ago, where people wore pajamas and lived life slow. Once upon a time, not long ago, where people wore pajamas and lived life slow. That dude ended up going to jail. He ended up fighting the cops and all type of stuff. That's interesting. God, hello, what that mean? Knight of Swords. I said y'all been talking crazy to folk. It's like I can't take it anymore. Now I'm getting, oh my gosh, I'm getting so much. Now I'm getting God, if you're listening, help. Oh wow, okay. The Star and the Queen of Swords. There's something significant about, yeah, healing your heart after it has been hardened. It feels as though for a long time you could have actually given up as far as believing in a religion or believing in a higher power simply because of all the things that you were going through. Yeah. But the Star and the Queen of Swords, it feels as though the Star healed the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is someone that puts their heart on the back burner. They are now an individual that moves primarily through or primarily by, I just heard rigor mortis. Rick and Morty could be significant. Outer space, outer space B by future could be significant. Rationale, rationale. I always want to say rigid, but rationale. She's also very, very wise when it comes to things. So Libra energy could be very significant. Confirmation on my phone. Somebody's a Libra. I almost said a Libris. Somebody's a a lady Libra. The Hermit. Yeah. So you've isolated. So you had isolated yourself, and look how mad she looking. Excuse my nails, y'all. I told y'all I've been cleaning. I've been coloring too. Look how mad she looking. She's like, fuck bitches, got me out here by myself, cold as shit. But the hermit is self isolation when it's upright. That's self isolation. But also, again, with the wisdom, you took a step away from crowds, individuals, groups of people in order to better understand yourself. And then when you came out, as you're coming out of that isolation phase, you're like, God, I feel great. God, this is great. It's like somebody could have been practicing those orb things that they doing like Naruto. Somebody could like Naruto, I don't know, but somebody's definitely been practicing. Possible telekinesis could be significant. I've seen that shit. That shit's real. Okay, all right. Key to my heart, the key to my heart. I've been hearing that. I didn't want to sing it, but Hillary Duff just came out my mouth. Key to my heart, and back to the start. Yeah, Key to My Heart. And I just saw the Eight of Cups. The Key to My Heart, if I'm not mistaken, that's a breakup song. So that's letting something go. That's leaving a situation, leaving a mindset, leaving a scenario that no longer fit with her. Page of Cups, Six of Wands. Okay. Clarify this Empress. The Temperance and the Devil. The angel and the devil on your shoulder. You had a choice. Either run from it or learn from it. Rafiki. Mm. Page of Pentacles. You decided to learn from it so that you can pour properly, so that you can pour into the world adequately. You had the choice to be a villain with the devil. You had that choice. It feels as though you didn't choose that. Or maybe this is your sign not to choose that. Clarify the Page of Swords, the Hierophant. Yeah, you learned your lesson. Research. This, okay. So if you were imprisoned at one point in time, then that was the sit down that you needed in order to come out better. And that's interesting. Something about your loyalty to a foe could be very significant. Wow. This is kind of picking up on, piggybacking up off of the video, the reading that I did on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook earlier. It was a shorter video. It was a shorter reading, but yeah, man. Okay. Ace of Cups, you chose yourself. After learning that lesson, you could have kept your mouth closed for someone else. Something about a rat or a snitch could be significant. You could have, yeah, but it feels as though for a long time while you were in there or while you were put away or put up, you weren't healing. You were doing the opposite of healing. You were like festering. Your energy was festering. You're like, wait till I get out this mother. Look, wait till I get out this motherfucker. Nine of Swords, Ten of Cups, and the Three of Wands. Wait till I get out this motherfucker. Somebody almost probably planned on wreaking havoc. Misery loves company, don't it? Page of Wands, three to the four. Something about a relationship or about stability could be very significant. Something about the lack of celebration or the possibility of missing a celebration, possibly a wedding or something like that. A child growing up, a graduation or something like that. Page of Pentacles. Somebody could have an earth sign child. Somebody was worried about seeing somebody grow up or watching somebody be happy or something like that. 13. This is when the change happened, and it is in the center of the read. This is when the change happened, the Four of Swords. You can either be mad in here, or you can choose to be happy, or at the very least, hold on to what is going to make you happy, which would have essentially been leaving or getting out. Something about harsh chemicals could be significant. Could I find the Star and the Queen of Swords, please? And Aquarius could be significant as well, or a Libra. Ace of Swords. You an Aquarius? Go ahead with your bad self. Two of Cups. Or you're associated with an Aquarius. Three Cups. That's a celebration. And I saw the wands earlier, the fourth wand earlier. Celebration, a reconciliation, or a third party. You could have been locked up and realized that somebody was dibbling and dabbling with other people while you were locked up. Something became very clear. But no, this star is you healing, you choosing better for yourself. When I get out, I'm going to actually give back to the universe, give back to the world. The star is Aquarius energy. I know I keep saying it, but it helps to say it, to speak it out. Humanitarian energy. So when I get out, I'm going to do better for the masses, for the world. Still kind of stern, still kind of critical of self as well, but wanting to give back. Not necessarily wanting to move from a heart centered space, more so from a black and white space. Temperance and the Devil. You could deal with this or you could deal with that. You could deal with this or you can deal with that. You could deal with this. That's why your tongue's so sharp. You're like, no, I know exactly what's going on, and you're not about to manipulate me. And you're also not about to manipulate or manipulate this child or this person or this. Yeah, it feels as though you're coming out like being a protector for people, either verbally or physically. Page of Cups, Six of Pentacles. This is coming right back out. Okay, let's see. Six of Pentacles. Look, this is you giving back. Queen of Cups and the Page of Cups, because you know what it's like to be taken advantage of. Absolutely. And not only that, you being able to give back to people in this capacity, possibly specifically to little girls, you being able to give back is feeding and tending to your inner child, a child that could have been possibly neglected or abandoned or ignored, dismissed. Something like that is very significant. Two of Swords, Four of Cups. This is something that you were probably trying to ignore or suppress. The desire to help people. It's also feeling like, why would I help them when nobody helped me? You know? Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. I waited for so long for somebody to tap in to help me, and nobody ever came. So why would I go and do that for somebody else? Because you know what it feels like. As a child, nobody deserves that. As a person that needs help, nobody deserves that. Everything is fine. Because what don't kill you make you stronger. So everything is fine. I can let that go and move forward and benefit others by what I have been through and try my best to help as many people as possible. Something about Spider-Man could be significant, because I almost said Spider-Man can't save everybody, but he saves who he can. Justice, the High Priestess, and the Moon. because you know what justice is and you know what justice is not. So follow your intuition, follow your inner guidance as far as there's something significant about, you know, when you've been through something, whether it's a tumultuous relationship or abuse of any type as a child or anything of that nature, you can pick up on the signs without anybody saying anything. That's why you went through that. And you know, I've been pondering this for quite some time. There's something significant about our lessons really do set us up for our blessings, for our greatness later on in life. Because think about the great actresses and the great actors. They have to pull those emotions from somewhere, whether it's imaginary or it's something that they went through. So imagine God like, I'm gonna put them through this because you're gonna need that to pull from when you're an actress making money. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's something significant about you knowing what justice is and what it looks like. This could be as far as somebody being an officer or a social. I always pick up on like kids services. Interesting. So it feels as though this reading could be for adults who were overlooked as children. And so now's your time. Here's your time to give back to ensure that nobody feels the way that you did. hmm I'm hearing villains are made, not born. But due to the fact that every person on this planet has gone through something that was meant to test them, you can either choose to run from it or learn from it. Choose to be exactly like your bully, like your antagonist, or you can be better and be the hero. I need a hero. Oh, then I want a hero. Ten of Swords, and the cycle can end with you. I'm hearing, look at me now. Look at me now. I'm fresher than a motherfucker. Look, the Hermit and the Chariot. After this isolation, you've got all the information, all that you need to know, and what you need to do in order to move forward and carry out with your purpose, with your mission. Because remember, you chose this for growth, of course. Knight of Swords. This Knight of Swords keep coming out. You're definitely supposed to defend, though, defend people. And this is the thing, you could come off as a bully. You could be like a person of big stature, the Knight of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. This could also be stepping in the position of a person that you didn't have. Because what I'm hearing is the oath that the sharks do in Finding Nemo. On my honor, da 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 da. And remember, he was like, I never knew my father. That's what I'm getting. So someone could be this could be as small as or as simple as being a stepfather or a stepmother, an appropriate one, a loving one, a beneficial one, keeping somebody out of the cold, Five of Pentacles, keeping somebody from feeling neglected, Five of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles, absolutely. Assisting in someone's abundance, assisting in and when you assist with everyone else's abundance, you also assist with yours because what you put out into the universe, you will definitely receive. Okay. You will definitely receive. Okay. The Empress. Yeah. You have the ability, and this Empresses, you have the ability to create whatever it is that you want. So if you wanted chaos, you have the capacity. If you wanted peace, you have the capacity. The choice is always yours. This is lovely. Yeah, the High Priestess and the Moon. This is two intuition cards, and both are indicative of things that are hidden. And you see this little something about a blanket could be significant. Blankets could be significant. Interesting. Okay. Blankets covering something up. Five of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. And the Nine of Wands. Yeah, this is definitely given like protecting someone from a mother figure or a wife, or you. This could also be you finding value in the small, and in the people that are overlooked. I keep saying that. Five to the six, yes, because everybody deserves respect. Two of Swords. And this is the thing, this could also put you in a place of, you could also possibly find that you endanger yourself trying to save others. That could also be the case with the Five of Wands. Yeah. Nine of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. People might definitely try to block you from helping or fixing things, especially when it comes to mothers that are blind to abuse, or fathers that are blind to abuse, or foster parents that get away with abuse and things of that nature. Put that where it goes. It doesn't have to be with children. It could honestly just be with assisting people who feel, assisting people with moving forward. Six of Swords. This is you and this is them. You see how drab, how sad and homely she looks? This is you. You're supposed to help people move from chaotic waters to calmer waters, because you know what it's like, strength. You know what it's like to go without. You know what it's like to be overlooked, be undervalued, be underestimated, be the underdog. Yeah. So you can definitely help. You can definitely benefit. They can benefit from you. Okay. Oh, I love this so much. Okay, we're gonna end with these. I need a hero. I need a hero to run in the night. But he's gotta be strong, yeah, and he's gotta be faster, and he's gotta be faster. I need a hero. This could also be someone helping someone out of an abusive relationship and things of that nature. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, we got three. Let yourself be drawn by the pull of what you truly love, divine purpose, mission in life, being guided. Because y'all think I be talking out the side of my neck, and I don't. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. Stand out. Perspective brings things together, bringing things together. Last but certainly not least, stop playing small. You are the universe in ecstatic motion, courage, moving forward, making progress, and action. Take action. You now know what you got to do. Blue Scoot Dude, we can too. That's how people that you assist are going to benefit. They're going to see what you're doing, and then they're going to know I could do something great too. And that's what it's all about. We help others who can help others who can help others help others. You feel what I'm saying? It's a chain reaction, a domino effect, if you will. I appreciate y'all so much. If you have any questions for me, please be sure to check the description box down below. And as always, stay fly, aim high. Okay.